Dr. Pamela, you touched on, in your comment, you said that it's important to assess whether or not certification is right for your business. So is there a type of business or types of businesses certification is actually not beneficial for or useful for?
So, one, let me just point you to a resource that I think is a tremendous resource that allows you to determine whether certification is right for your business or not. So that resource is on WeBank, webank.org, WBENC.org, and it's a true or false quiz. And so the key to identifying whether your business is appropriate for certification is, can you solve a solution for a corporation? So if you can solve a solution, then you're definitely appropriate for certification. The next thing you really want to look at, and these are not the quiz questions, so you're probably saying, oh, I don't need to go look at that. You should look at the quiz. The next thing you really want to look at is if you want to sell to a corporation. So a lot of businesses really want to sell, do a lot of B2B. And certification is great for B2B. We're starting to do more of that and really encouraging women to do business with each other. But that's a secondary. Certification is really around doing business with corporations. So one, if you want to sell to the grocer next door, certification might be important. If it's a national chain. Typically, if it's not a national chain, probably not. So I think the biggest advice is when you look at your product and service, do you see yourself selling to a corporation? And also, when you think about selling to a corporation, are you able to provide the volume that a corporation will need? So the best place to start to make that determination is to really think about 3 to 5 corporations you see yourself doing business with. Go and look at their website, look at what they buy, and look at what they buy. Also, go look at their financial statements, see what they've bought within the last few years. And then really step back and see if you can see yourself in that space. And if you don't see yourself in that space, that doesn't mean you shouldn't get certified. It just means that the time that you are spending preparing to be able to be in that space, use that time when you're certified to really grow your business. Learn about how to leverage certification. Learn about what corporations are really looking for. Learn how to build your capability statement. So that's what I would say.
We just got a message that's hard to hear. So if I can invite you all to get a little bit closer to the microphone.
Okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
It's my turn, right? Let's see, the question is about...
The question is there a type of business or types of businesses certification is not good for or not useful or beneficial for?
Okay. I like Dr. Pamela's suggestion that you look at the type of business that you do, and then whoever is your target market, like if you are looking at the city of Los Angeles, there's a variety of contracts there. We do construction here, and then there's procurement, personal services, if you're an attorney, a lawyer, or accountant, etc. There's all kinds of contracts available in the city. So if your line of business is not within what you see in the City of Los Angeles Business Assistance Virtual Network, it is still advisable that you get your certification. It is hard to predict what kind of work that we're going to be advertising. Like, for example, there was like a salon, a hair salon certified as a WBE at one point. And they had a job during the Democratic Convention that was held here. So it's like, it's really very difficult to predict what kind of businesses we will be looking for. So the WBE certification right now for the city has no expiration date. It will only be taken away from you if we find that there is a cost to take it away. So recommendation is just take advantage of the certification, which is actually free of charge. The only cost or investment that you will put in is the cost of the notary the certification application package has to be notarized before we can accept it. Thank you.
I would ditto everything that Dr. Pamela said, and I would also emphasize that you just never know what corporations may be looking for. I remember getting a call from a corporation asking me for a company or a business that was able to produce worms. And I thought, what is this? Someone's joking with me. But it really was not a joke. It was for some type of food that they were putting together for an animal farm or something. But you just never know. And I do agree that sometimes you just get these very unique needs from procurement professionals and from corporations. I just want to say, and I'm not sure if this is going to be asked, but the fact that you check your financial statements of corporations, that's their annual reports, you can take a look at what it is that they buy. However, you should also start looking at other areas, like why not take a look at import-export? Why not look at other avenues where right now there may be, it might be a little bit more lucrative for you to go that route. We actually encourage a lot of our smaller MBEs to go in that route. Just explore it. Look at what's offered there. We work a lot with the Department of Commerce, and we offered 3 scholarships for minority businesses to go that route. And surprise, no one took it. So it was, I had to take it away and give it back to my budget. So just, explore other areas. Corporations are not your only avenue to grow, to build your portfolio.